you have found Denimcreations. It's a channel about reusing, recycling, and upcycling denim. If you enjoy crafts, sewing, and fashion design, you are going to love this channel. I'm Martha. I'm the lead designer here. Welcome. Keep watching. Episode 3 is all about bags. I'm going to show you a slideshow of several of the bags I've made to give you an idea of what we're talking about. See what you think and let me know in the comments.
I let down some friends, but I know I can't please them all. See that rut that you're standing in while you're going down. Every time you fall, feeling like you're stuck. Get up, start over now. Getting out that rut. Get up, start over now. You don't need no luck. Get up, start over now. If your life's get up, start over now. Lessons learned, and I'm here to stay. Not empty now, 'cause I filled it up. Ain't one thing standing in my way. I could break it down, but I build it up.
Now the first thing we're going to do is decide on the denim that we're going to use. I'm choosing this pair because I'm getting the size I want and length. I'm going to need lots of fabric, so I'm choosing a pair that has long legs. So number one thing, choose your pair of jeans. I suggest child sizes, but if you want to choose a lady's size or a men's size, just make sure it's not huge unless you want to make a really, really big bag. Okay, choose your pair of jeans, number one. Step number 2 I recommend is choose the fabric you want for the lining. You're going to need about a half of a yard. Maybe could get by with a third of a yard, but if a half a yard is available, or if you're buying fabric, I'd go ahead with a half of a yard. However, I could, if I wanted to, also make my straps out of this, and you will see some of the purse bags that I have designed do have the straps made from the cotton. Now, as best as we can, we're going to cut straight across here. So to do that, just fold it in half. Make sure your tops meet. Make sure you do not fill the pocket in there. If you feel anything in there, make sure it is. Make sure anything that might be in there. And maybe you want to cut just a little bit lower than what the bag is eventually going to be, because you want to make sure that you do have enough fabric, but you also want to make sure you haven't cut through something. So pull the pockets up through there, make sure you can't feel them, and that's where you're going to cut, and cut one and then cut two. So that's next. Cut the actual bag size out. In working with denim, you're going to need some good scissors. Go ahead and treat yourself to several good pairs of scissors. I keep them in all different rooms of my home. So this is what it looks like at this point. Just looks like you made some shorts out of your jeans. You've probably done that before. Easy peasy Japanesey so far. you can see I folded this over and I pinned it. And this is how it's going to look on the back. Let me turn that over. So fold it down and pin it, because the jeans do not lay flat, that to your rump. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the sewing machine, and this is the first time we're going to sew. You can do this by hand, by the way, but I'm going to use a machine. I'm going to sew a seam right there. Then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to sew from there to there. And that's going to hold my jeans together. So I sewed that, and I went back here on the back, and I sewed that. Now, I'm all about primitive. What does that mean? It means you use what you've got. My sewing machine happens to be loaded with turquoise thread today, and the bobbin is white. I'm not going to take my time to change out that turquoise thread. You see how it just gets absorbed and you don't even notice it. So my next step, you see how this is not really straight across here? Do you see that? How it goes here and kind of goes that way and that way, almost in a V. Well, we're going to make this straighter. Well, why didn't you do that to begin with? Because I needed to be able to sew that seam together, that's why. So I'm going to cut it. I hope you can see what I'm going to do. Now, can I give you a measurement cut? So, no. Sewing, you're going to have to learn to eyeball. And primitive, you just use what you've got. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to cut this pretty much as straight as I can across here. And okay, maybe it's not perfectly straight, that's fine. This is going to get absorbed when I make that seam. I'm going to make a seam. Now, to add the bottom of this bag, we're going to need to sew across this seam. And you can see how that's going to be pretty much straight across. And we can make it even look straighter as we sew. We need a bottom to our bag, and we need 2 straps. We have plenty of fabric here in these 2 legs. And I think you know by now, or you'll see on some of my other videos, I make trinket bags. So I would typically cut this up 6 inches, and that's 2 trinket bags. But if you don't want to do it that way, and you want to make your straps a little longer, then you can use one of the legs for straps, one for the bottom, and that'll leave you with 1 trinket bag. And let me show you a trinket bag. I got tons of them right here. These are trinket bags. And it's just for storage of extra items that you might enjoy having. You can see I put soap in this one. You could put, I have them stuffed with cotton, with fiberfill, just to help them to stand up. But you could put paper clips, Q-tips, makeup. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. It's a fun way to recycle and save, reuse denim, keep it from going in the landfill. So now I'm asking, how long do I want my straps to be? Straps are going to need to be anything from 30, 32, 28, something like that. And remember, this is going to need to be doubled. So this is double-sided pants leg. I'll need to cut 2, and I'll have to join them with the seam to make it long enough. But remember, I want to save 5 or 6 inches for a trinket bag. So this is a great way to use your mind and to teach children as you go. Here's a math problem. What is 23 minus 6? Well, that's 17. So 17 plus 17 is 34. That would be a great size for straps. So we're going to cut 6 inches off to use for a trinket bag, and then we're going to use the rest of this side of the jean leg for the straps. I have 2 that are plain and 2 that have stitching on it. Did I have to use this with stitching? No, I could have made them all plain. I just happen to like it. I just find it attractive. Now, next step, I'm going to join these 2 at the top and join the other 2 at the top. And that's going to give me a strap about 30 something inches, maybe 28, 30 inches. And that's perfect for a strap. I'm sewing. I hope you can see me. I'm joining these at the top. Very simple stitch. You could do this by hand, not a problem. Easy peasy. Right sides together. Have I sewn the wrong sides together? Oh yeah. Any mistake you can make sewing, I've made. So don't be afraid to learn this. I have a Husqvarna. I hope Husqvarna sees these videos and hires me to give ads about them, because boy, oh, I believe in Husqvarna. Now we have a piece that looks like this. That one's a little bit bigger there, but that's okay. I'm going to fold these together now. So now what I'm going to do, I have this sewn together twice. That's how that looks. Now what I'm going to do is turn this under. Now, if I do it inside out, I would have to turn that, and I don't want to do that with denim. It's very hard. So I'm going to fold this, and I'm going to sew on the outside. I'm going to absolutely make a stitch there. I'm going to turn one of these ends under. So this is how this is going to look. I've made a strap, and I have a line of white thread across there, and that's the way that's going to look. If I had wanted to change it and put blue thread in there, I could, but I use the primitive. I use what I've got. Now I'm going to sew the second one, and this is going to go together very quickly. And see where I skipped over the seam where those 2 are joined together. I skipped over that seam. I'll go back there and press that with the iron a couple times. So you see how my strap looks. Is it perfect? No. I don't sew perfect. I sew primitive. From this point on, I'm going to narrate what we did to finish out the bag, adding the lining. I always pin. And don't worry when you get to the part that has the button, you'll have to skip over that. That's okay, you can go back and hand sew it. Do not forget to put your straps in there. Have I sewn it all the way around and forgot the straps? You bet. Have I sewn the straps on the wrong way? You bet. Do not sew them across the bag. Sew them on the same side of the bag. And here's my finished product. I love it. Could I sell it? You bet. People just love these bags. So I hope you'll make you one, and thanks for watching. Subscribe, watch again, like, all those things you know to do. I'm Martha, the lead designer for Denimcreations.
Lessons learned, and I'm here to stay.
And this is Josh, my personal assistant, and also the writer and the singer for the song Lessons Learned, and we'll have more from Josh in the future. And this is the motivational helper for the channel, and he's a great fisherman.
When you're looking straight,
Push that subscribe button, it's free.
whatever holds me back, put it in its place. You don't need